Hello and welcome to Seawolf Gaming. This is part 2 of my Veterans Day special. Now, we have done the Germany and British. Now we are going to do the two more nations, which is going to be the USSR, or the Russian Empire, and France. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why am I doing those four and not America or like one of the other nations on the bottom? Well, it's relatively simple actually. China wasn't really involved in the First World War. Japan joined in 1914, but they didn't really contribute that much. Italy joined a year later, and Sweden just stayed neutral. And as everyone will know, the United States didn't join in the First World War until 1917. So that's basically why I'm doing this. So, we are going to do the Red Army. Maybe we'll do the Red Air Force. Yeah, I think I'll do the... Okay. So, we're basically going to do the Russian Air Force and the French Army. These are going to be quick matches, since I don't have that many vehicles, and you guys don't want this to be long, which I do, which is what I'm planning. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. So, as I said, we'll be doing two matches with two machines each, and that will wrap up the two-part Veterans Day special. So let's hop in the fight. And for those of you who don't know, we're in Saipan in the South Pacific. Okay, so we have a number of other players. Ones with original names, I'm not too sure about. The ones who have names like mine, they're actual players. Yeah. Heckle. Furies. I'm not saying that guy's name, but he is in a buffalo. Well, that's said and done. Cue the engines, and into the grid. How do you know? I mean, it is you to shoot down the annoying bugger first. Common joke I normally say sometimes, but the Russians can make better planes and tanks compared to some of their other gear. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, their rifles are amazing. Most of their planes are just, not that good. Now, since these are the lesser known variants, mainly the ones from the interwar period, which will be following the Treaty of Versailles, joke saying incredibly deadly. Mainly due to how maneuverable and how small they are compared to some of the other war machines. Yes, I am GCP shooting. Going all over the place. I am that badly. What is that desync? Get real good. Okay, down he goes.
The enemy is winning.
Okay. This plane has, I think, 4 machine guns. I don't know, I'll have to double check that later. Check that, I'll double check it off screen. Oh, what the? No, but yeah. You see like the little indicator above the numbers in the bottom left corner? And I'm on fire! Thanks to this, I got hit with incendiary rounds. Okay, so that was 12 enemy planes I've shot down. We are now in the last Russian bird I have, which is another variant of the I-15. These planes were surprisingly good. At least mainly for light duties. I mean, like everyone knows that when Operation Barbarossa occurred, the Russian Air Force was almost wiped out. It was mainly due to a couple factors, but I'm not getting into that. I got told this is a game channel. If you want an actual history channel, then go look up guys who actually make historical content on YouTube. Now that I've basically cleared a good portion of the enemy's now we're basically going to destroy all these naval targets. And I know what you guys are thinking. How do light machine guns work on patrol boats? And the answer is ironically simple. Patrol boats have no armor. I'm not even joking. They've got little to no armor compared to like the other boats. Oh, I'm going down again. Well, that was it for my Red Air Force run. I think I did pretty good. Let's check the statistics before we jump out. Yeah, see? 15 aerial kills. I have never once gotten over 20. That's something I'm striving for off screen, in case you guys don't know. But, with that said and done, I am out of the fight. So now we will jump into the French Army, whose vehicles I only have 2 vehicles for, and one is an armored car. I'm drinking something. But mission is in progress. We will get research points after. Okay, so now with that done, let's hop into the French. And yes, I only have 2 vehicles for the French. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is arcade battles for ground vehicles. They limit you to 3 spawns, which means you have to be tactical with how you use your vehicle. Okay, so we're basically in Sweden for this up, which means we're in an urban environment. Oh, excuse me. So we're gonna jump into the H-39, which is a 2-man tank. And it does indeed look like the French, the RF-17 were not tanks of the First World War. That's mainly due to the fact that, surprisingly, it was a French tank which had the first rotating turns. So that's what led tanks to them having what they have now, and not sponsor mounts like the Mark 1s. But that's another bit of shenanigans altogether. Okay. Now, another cool thing about arcade battles is that depending on how many points you get, you can either go into a fighter, strike craft, or a heavy bomber. And also, biohackers don't really do that. Okay, so we're rolling behind. Oh, that's just hilarious. That guy is from Russia. He is on some dangerous water. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, and unfortunately, we can't shoot these. I've actually tried that a couple times. Okay, now, one major note I would like to point out here is that urban environments such as this are terrible for armored vehicles. The sound will goof you up. Plus, the windows can have like hidden dangers. Be they guys armed with anti-tank guns, hidden okay, and yeah. Yeah, the French tanks I'm using aren't really designed for stand-up fights. They're more for like garrison or these vehicles are mainly either for like training or light duties, like being in guards on a prison. But yes, this is an armored car. around that streetlight when I ran over it. I also noticed that there are no civilians, which is good because, well, fighting in an urban environment means civilians and civilians and civilians in an active combat zone. Yeah, you would not want to be the guy to mess with that. Oops. Oh yeah, that was a little silly. Kind of my wheel. Okay. So now we're gonna kind of plow for this cafe over here. It looks like it's already been plowed, so we'll just. Oops. I have to go to the chair. Oops. Now so you can find some hilarious usernames. I swear I heard a jump. So let's go for that. I've also noticed is whenever I hit a garbage can, the garbage just spills. So, like, either they took. So either they're empty or they. Or. I don't know. I'm just randomly talking right now. Oof. So as you see, this is a W. The enemy team is probably mad, but I mean, like, I haven't really done that much. And mission accomplished. Well, that's said and done. That has been the Red Air Force and French armies of War Thunder. I will try to do more off-screen so I can get better vehicles. With that said and done, drop a like, leave a comment. If you can't subscribe, peace out, Wolfpack.